Most people think romance is obvious, that when a woman likes you, she'll come right out and say it. But the truth is, when it comes to attraction and emotional interest, women often speak in subtleties, not statements. If you're not paying close attention, you'll miss the cues that reveal she's not just interested. She's imagining a romantic future with you. In this video, we'll explore 3 powerful, subtle signs that suggest she's already fantasizing about being with you in a deeper, more intimate way. Let's start with the first sign. She initiates emotionally deep conversations with you, seemingly out of nowhere. On the surface, it might feel like casual sharing. Maybe she brings up her childhood dreams, her fears, her goals, or past relationships. But underneath, this kind of dialogue isn't just talk, it's emotional testing. She's probing to see if you can understand her on an emotional level, if you can be the kind of man who listens and connects. She wants to know, will you react with judgment or with empathy? If she's imagining something more romantic with you, she needs to feel emotionally safe first. These kinds of conversations are her way of building intimacy, one word at a time. It's important to understand how rare this kind of vulnerability is. Women don't open up deeply to just anyone. If she's doing this with you consistently, especially without being prompted, it means her mind is wandering to a place beyond friendship. She's not just talking, she's investing. Now the second sign is even more subtle. She mirrors your lifestyle in small but intentional ways. For example, if you mention you go to the gym every morning, she suddenly starts asking about fitness. If you mention you like jazz or photography or a specific book, suddenly she's engaging with that world. This isn't coincidence, it's alignment. Women instinctively align with the men they're romantically drawn to. By integrating parts of your identity into her own life, she's doing 2 things. First, she's trying to build compatibility, and second, she's testing how it feels to fit into your world. This kind of mirroring isn't always obvious. It might show up in the way she dresses, suddenly adopting a style that's similar to yours. Or she might start using your phrases, humor, or interests in conversation. These are psychological imprints. When a woman is imagining you romantically, she begins subtly merging her identity with yours in safe, exploratory ways. If you notice her evolving in your direction without you asking her to, chances are she's already envisioning something more between you. The third sign is deceptively simple but incredibly powerful. She looks at you differently during quiet moments. Most people are focused on what someone says, but the real truth often lives in what's unspoken. If she pauses during a conversation and her eyes linger a little longer on your face, or she studies your lips while you talk, those are signs of internal conflict. She's trying to hold back deeper feelings. Her gaze shifts from social to sensual. These moments are often brief, just a few seconds, but if you catch them, they tell you everything. This type of eye contact isn't about dominance or flirtation, it's about emotional contemplation. She's wondering, what would it feel like to kiss him? To be close? Would he understand me? Would he want the same things? These are thoughts that show up in her eyes long before they come out of her mouth. When a woman starts imagining you romantically, her body becomes a map to her desires, and her eyes are usually the first place those desires leak through. So let's recap. When she dives into deep emotional territory, she's trying to see if you're a safe emotional partner. When she mirrors your world, she's testing compatibility by weaving you into her identity. When her eyes soften and linger in the quiet moments, she's imagining closeness she hasn't yet verbalized. These signs may be subtle, but their meaning is anything but. Women don't fantasize about just anyone. If she's showing these cues, it means she's already pictured you as someone more than a friend. But here's the twist. If you don't pick up on them, she may interpret your inaction as disinterest and pull away. So the next time you're with a woman and you sense something unspoken lingering in the space between you, ask yourself, is this just conversation? Or is she showing me the earliest signs of romance? Pay attention. Most men miss the window because they wait for confirmation. But attraction, especially romantic attraction, doesn't always knock loudly. Sometimes it whispers. And if you're wise enough to listen, those whispers can change everything. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of attraction and subtle communication. Your support helps this channel grow and brings more content like this your way.